Today we give Shrapnel here Shelby style hood scoop. This is Hammer's Garage. This is the Shelby hood scoop that I got. I got the metal one. You can get, I think you can get them in fiberglass and stuff. And a lot of guys will, cut and weld them in and do the body work, but I wanted like an industrial look. So, I measured and spaced out the holes, and we're gonna rivet this puppy on. I painted it, as you can see. And if you wanna see how I painted the car and what I used, you can go back to the first video. I'll put a link down there. But before we can put this on, we need to get this wet sanded down and buffed out, because I don't know if you can see it, but there's quite a bit of, there's some orange peel, and then actually right here, I don't know if you can see it, but I got a couple of runs where it was hanging when we painted it. So before we can rivet this puppy on, we're gonna get it wet sanded down. For this, you need a bunch of sandpaper and a clean bucket of water. We're gonna start with a 400 grit because I wanna kinda attack these runs and drips here in the clear coat. Also, I'm gonna need a sanding block, and I'll wrap this up. And we don't put a lot of pressure on it. We keep it nice and even and smooth and plenty wet. All the drips are gone. I don't know if you can tell, but it's cut now down to the rest of the clear coat. Now that's the only section that I'll use the 400 for, because it is aggressive. I just wanted to level those out. Now we'll go to 1000 grit sandpaper, which is what I would have used if I didn't have any runs, and we'll level the whole thing down. And you'll be able to see when I'm finished it. It'll be dull, but it'll be smooth. You shouldn't really see much or any orange peel in it at all. Okay, the 1000 grit, you can see the difference here. Here it's dull, but it's, there's no orange peel, no lumps, no bumps. And that's what that 1000 grit does, is it cuts it down for us and levels out the clear coat. Over here you can still see the orange peel. It'll also take out where we use the 400 to get rid of those drips. It'll take out some of those more coarse scratches, but this will level it down. And then, once we get this side done, we'll come back and then we'll start using bigger numbers to take out these scratches and flatten it out even more. My right arm is like jello now. But anyway, there you go. It's nice and flat, cut down with the 1000 grit. Now you want to be, careful. You can cut through. I have 4 coats of urethane on this, but especially around edges and corners, you can get through to the paint easier than you think. So we just want it, kind of flattened out, and I'm good with where we have it. It may not be 100% perfect, but I'm not Dave Kindig. Now what we need to do is try to get the scratches out of it. So we're going to keep going up, finer and finer wet sanding until we get it pretty smooth. And then, when we're done, we'll go over it with some polish in the machine. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up 500 to 1500, and I have a wet sanding block here. We'll soak this down really good. We'll go over the whole thing. And then we'll go to 2000, and then we'll go to 5000. And then we'll, run the machine over it with some polishing goo and see how shiny we can get it. Look at that now. Nice and flat, and it's all, you know, the shine's already starting to come back. So now we're going to get out the buffer and the polish and you know, finish the job here, make it shiny, and we can get it on the car. And listen, you can use whatever you like and approach it how you like. I showed you what I use and kind of what I do. And we'll actually give this another polish after we get it on the car. I'm gonna do the whole car at once. But I'm happy with this. I think it's gonna look great on the car. Now I told you I wanted a race car look, so we're doing rivets, and I bought these cool black big-headed rivets. So we're gonna use those. The holes, you know, were drilled in before the car was painted on this and the hood. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a drill bit right quick, because there'll be paint and clear coat all in these holes. It'll make it tough for the rivets to slide in. We're gonna drill these holes out just to clean them out, and then we'll snap it down on the hood. Check this out, air-powered rivet gun. I don't even know where I got that, but we're gonna use it today. Look at that. That is retro cool right there. Oh, it just looks awesome. Well, there you go. Shrapnel's got a scoop. Done. Check. Looks amazing. Hope you liked this video. If you did, you know, click that little like thing, subscribe, that'd be awesome. That way, you know, when we do more pretty cool stuff to the old Shrapnel here, you can be in the loop. So we'll see you next time, and, you know, let me know what you think. I love it. Isn't that sweet?